We came across Kembla Heights by accident on a Sunday drive up Mt Kembla Road. Suddenly, the bush gave way to this amazing little place that time forgot. It's a sleepy village with weatherboard cottages and inviting verandas belonging to last century. You fall in love with its rustic, untouched nature. Back in the 1880s, this was a very remote and inaccessible place high up on the escarpment above Wollongong. It was built to provide homes for the local coal miners. The village is still owned by the coal company today, and that's what saved it from modern development. Often neglected with minimal repairs and a lack of investment and oversight meant that tenants took on modest improvements themselves, caring for the cottages as if they were their own. This preserved the unique, humble and historic character of Kembla Heights. It's an inheritance and a gift to the future from the hard-working miners and the families of yesteryear who endured so much. It's Wollongong's own time capsule. Kembla Heights is the site of Australia's very first kerosene works in 1865. Oil-bearing shale to make kerosene and coal to fire the retorts were mined. But with the decline in kerosene prices, coal mining became the major industry of Kembla Heights. The mine grew to become one of the largest on the south coast, boasting its own private railway line and port. Port Kembla is named for the mine it serviced. Conditions for the miners at Kembla Heights were often difficult though, with many conflicts between mine managers and their workers. Evictions, dismissals and police deployment sought to break union hold and activism. In 1902, Kembla Heights became the site of Australia's worst ever mining disaster. 96 men and boys as young as 14 lost their lives. Almost every home was touched by death. Many graves in the local cemeteries are inscribed with the same date, the 31st of July, 1902. A lonely Rotary Club plaque is all that marks the spot today. Over the years, many community members have fought to preserve Kembla Heights Village and community. And more recently, to save it from modern development. In the 1950s, the mine began demolishing homes that became unoccupied, evidenced by the many vacant blocks today. The miners went out on strike to save their community, and the practice was eventually stopped. Wollongong City Council has recognised the historic value of Kembla Heights, adding it to the local heritage list in 1991 and providing development controls to protect this rare surviving piece of history. Now, with increasing temperatures, the surrounding bushland is drying and even rainforests burn. Bushfires have emerged as a ticking time bomb, threatening to wipe out the entire village if nothing is done. Residents lived in fear of losing not only their homes but their community in the summer bushfires. To date, meaningful preventative measures and conservation management plans are lacking. Land managers need to work together to address these issues. Kembla Heights is so special it was nominated in 2011 to be added to the New South Wales State Heritage Register. Despite repeated calls and letters to state representatives, the nomination has not yet been determined. Kembla Heights is Wollongong's hill end. The landscape retains so much history with potential for historic interpretation. Many families still maintain links to the early pioneers and actively participate in preserving this history. It's been the subject of so much historical research, academic and creative outputs, and has the potential to complement Wollongong's heritage tourism while maintaining the community legacy. with cottage crafts and open gardens and historical walking tours. Families live entire lifetimes and generations here, unmolested by the threat of subdivision and development. Kembla Heights needs council support, heritage grants and a holistic approach to ensure Kembla Heights continues as a village and a community well into the future.